Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for race number 16 in season number 4 of the NRLOA Napa Truck Series. We are here at the biggest, baddest speedway of them all, the Talladega Super Speedway, for tomorrow's ScufGaming 250. And this championship is going to get very interesting these last couple of races. Last week, we had Nicholas Samadio win at Las Vegas. He is now only 20 points behind the points lead. The top two positions, Cookie Helms, Alex Bonsignor, they are only 1 point away from each other, with Cookie Helms, the points leader, 355 points, Alex Bonsignor 1 point behind. Alongside Nathan Stapleton, you've been in a situation like this before, Season 2 of the Turkey Hill Series. How do you think guys like Cookie Helms, Alex Bonsignor, and even Nicholas Samadio are going to race tomorrow's race?
Well, Talladega is crazy, probably the craziest speedway of them all, like you said. You just have to play the cards right here at Talladega, and especially with the points battle being so close as they are, you have to get as good as the run and as good as the finish as you can, and not get caught up in the dreaded big one.
Yes, it's definitely going to be interesting because when it comes to Talladega, there really is no place to hide because you can't really fall back here and expect to get a good run. It's only a 19-lap race tomorrow. But on the other hand, if one of those championship contenders gets involved, their championship hopes might be away because we got 2 races left after this one at Phoenix and Homestead. And if you're 50 points behind exiting this race, I don't think you're going to get the championship. It's as simple as that. So I think we're going to leave tomorrow's race with only a few guys in contention. And those few guys probably be in the top 4 in points coming into this race. Cookie Helms is the points leader. Bonsignor 1 point behind. Samidio's 20 points behind. Alexander Rose 27 points behind. He still has a chance. But then 4th in the points is Justin Heath, 41 points behind. So once you get to that point, I really don't think guys behind Justin Heath are going to have a chance at this championship. And I think it's going to be between the top 4. So going to be interesting in these next few races. He's going to be the first 2 drivers to complete a lap here in qualifying. You got Patrick Smith in the 17, uncharted driver, the number 87. That car driven by John Sheets.
Yeah, Talladega, especially at qualifying, probably more than other tracks. The draft is a big whoa here in qualifying.
It definitely is here. It is at pretty much every racetrack we go to here in the Napa Truck Series. But especially here. So the bigger the pack is, the more likely you're going to have a fast time here. So this is going to be a very interesting session. But I'm just going to have to see how it all plays out. We got Zachary Fitzwater fastest right now. And now it's Cameron Gaju in the number 6, who just went to the top of the board. Now, qualifying in this race isn't going to be like qualifying in Las Vegas, last week in Las Vegas. Where you started kind of determined where you finished. We didn't really see many guys moving their way from the back to the front in that race. Here, you can work your way from 36th to the lead in probably 5 or 6 laps. So the qualifying is only a big thing for the uncharted drivers like Ace Garcia, John Sheets, and you got Nathan Stapleton back there in the 23. Last time Stapleton was in the booth with me, he won. And he's got his teammate who was inside, Trey Bartow, in the 33. It's been a tough season for the veteran driver, Trey Bartow, this season. Matt Delio, the first driver to break the 50-second mark. We're going to have a lot of fast times here, though. Pretty big pack there. And the number 1 of Jonathan King, the perfect distance behind him. But look who just got second. That is Cookie Helms, our points leader, here in the Napa Truck Series in that number 29.
Now, it doesn't really matter where you start, but first place, that does give you, I do believe, a few extra bonus points, I think, so.
Nope.
Oh.
There are no bonus points for qualifying. This really determines where you start, actually.
Oh.
The only series where we do that's the IndyCar series. They get a bonus point for starting on the pole in that series, but that's the only one. All the other series is, you don't get nothing for qualifying. John Arndt, which that was not the case. He just went to the top of the board in the 05, and he's had a tough season. It is getting a little bit better for this team, but definitely could have been a lot better, especially earlier on in the season. And just what could have been that 05 team this season if they got a better run throughout the year. Jonathan King is now top of the board. He's under 49 seconds in that number 1 machine, and qualifying is big for the uncharted drivers. It's got Jonathan King in the 1. He's so far on his way to making the show. The next uncharted driver in line, I'm trying to locate it here, is number 30 of Adam Lewis, and it just changed again. Number 47 of Tanner Palau. And it just keeps on changing. We can't really get an official word on what it is here, but Jonathan King. Adam Lewis is actually now second. Then it's Tanner Palau in the 47, and the next guy in line's the 87 of John Sheets. A lot of fast times coming from this pack. It's still Jonathan King the fastest. Garrett Zenor is second fastest, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's won here before in the Napa Truck Series. I think Zachary Fitzwater has. I can't quite remember. I forget who won this race last year. I don't really know too much about this race, honestly. We've had it in every season of the Napa Truck Series. Looks like there's an issue with Tristan Allen in the 98. He's 6th in the points coming into this event, so it's going to be interesting to follow him in tomorrow's race. Got Jack Cabarrus here in the 66, and Zachary Fitzwater just went to the top of the board in the 52. We might have another pack out here, and here's a 6-car pack. Got the 52 and the 74 of Jonathan Rains, top 2 spots right now.
Yeah, the bigger the pack is, and pretty much I do believe the farther back, like let's say the 5 and the 30 in this pack, will probably get the best one. And I won't be surprised if the 5 jumps up to the board.
Depends on how far back you are to begin with. If you're actually a good distance behind the pack, that's when you get the fast times, because you didn't close right in on the pack because of the draft. That's what happened with Jonathan King. I don't think the number 5 is going to advance. He did actually advance in that number 5 up to 7. But it's when you're a good distance from the pack and you close in on that pack throughout the lap. And you're going to see Al Legacy here in the 28. He's going to gain a lot of ground on these guys. I'm not sure if the beginning part of this lap was slow for him or not, but you see how it closed in there on the 87. That's what gives you these fast times here at Talladega.
And still the 52 is still the fastest on the board. Kind of surprised that the 28 did not jump up in the top 5 there.
Like I said, the first part of his lap, he could have been stuck on the outside. This place is so big, you can have one part of your lap be really good and the other part be really bad. So, just depends on where you are throughout the whole lap. If you're on that inside lane throughout that whole lap, closing in the whole lap around, you're probably going to get a fast time. That's probably what happened with Zachary Fitzwater in the number 52.
Definitely, the closer that you are to the double yellow line, most of the time, the faster you will be.
Yeah, the speeds here at Talladega are pretty much the same no matter where you are on the racetrack. Not the same case at Daytona, because, actually, not the same. That's how it is at Daytona. Here at Talladega, the closer you are to the inside, the faster you're going to be. At Daytona, wherever you are, it doesn't really matter, because you're usually going to get about the same lap time there, because the outside lane works just as good as the inside lane. Here, the inside lane's the place to be. And we get a lot of passing here at this racetrack, and we're going to see a lot of passing in tomorrow's race. Look at these guys here. Tanner Palau, Alex Bonsignor. Now, Bonsignor comes into this race only 1 point behind, trying to find where he is here in the standings. And like I said earlier on, it doesn't really matter where you're starting this race. The 18 of Alex Bonsignor currently running in the, it's got to be somewhere, 24th position. And, he's now joined this pack, but it might be too late to improve his lap time. How about Eli Bright in the 12? And we got this pack here. We really haven't been focusing too much on the rest of the field here, but at number 12, you see him at the end of this pack right here. He's probably a little ways behind it, and he closed in. And that's why he's up to second. Great news for Eli Bright, looking to qualify for only his 4th time this season, I do believe. But looks like it's going to happen for him here today at Talladega. Him, along with Jonathan King, Adam Lewis, and the next guy in line is John Sheets in the 87. Those would be the 4 drivers qualifying on to tomorrow's ScufGaming 250 here at Talladega, the way they are currently running. I don't know if these guys are going to complete their lap. They will. Got about enough time to complete these laps for everybody. You see the number 12 here. passing everybody. It's also kind of a little bit of a practice session here for tomorrow's race as well, seeing how you can get your way to the front of these little packs. Definitely could be good knowledge for tomorrow's race.
Yeah, definitely. Every second on track before the race counts, especially here at Talladega, because you keep on learning of how to get from the back of the pack to the front of the pack as fast as possible.
Here's a big pack here. Eric Monaco, Chicagoland winner in the middle of all this. Trey Barto, Zachary Fitzwater. I don't think they're going to get their lap in here, though, because I think the time's going to run out right here. So Zachary Fitzwater in the number 52. Still got half a minute left here in this session. So not quite done yet. Eric Monaco might get a really good lap time here. Needs to be running that inside lane pretty well. If he can close into the back bumper of Tanner Palau there, he might, in fact, get a good time. Trying to do so as they cross the line. This is going to be it right here. And I do not believe they're going to change in the top 10. So there you go. Zachary Fitzwater in the 52 with the fastest time here today in qualifying. If I'm not mistaken, that's his third pole of the season. Been doing really good in these qualifying sessions, and it looks like he is going to start on pole yet again. He will. No ties, so the 52 going to lead the field of the green flag for tomorrow's ScufGaming 250. Eli Bright, Jonathan King, Adam Lewis, John Sheets. The 4 drivers advancing on to tomorrow's show. And Nathan Stapleton, Matt Tuck, Tanner Palau, and Ace Garcia will fail to qualify. Now you see Nicholas Samadiu down there, and he's kind of a hot topic right now here in the Napa Truck Series. After getting that win, only 20 points behind, he's going to be starting 35th, but like I said, you can work your way from the back to the front very easily here at Talladega, so doesn't really matter where you start for these guys. It's going to come down to the finish of the 19-lap race tomorrow afternoon. Thank you guys very much for watching. Me and Nathan will have the call tomorrow from Talladega here for the ScufGaming 250. And we're going to see how those point standings change in tomorrow's event. Congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater on starting the pole. And that is it for me. I will see you guys later.